I saw this comment on the video that I did talking about multi-barrel shotguns. Bros forgetting that one Polish volley gun, yes, technically a musket, but muskets are classed as shotguns in my country. Yeah, listen, volley guns are absolutely a thing from history, and yes, you could technically speaking have shotgun variants of them, but the best, the absolute best one among these is not a Polish one, it is actually a British one called the knock gun. For those of you who have not heard of what it is that I'm talking about, this right here is the knock gun, which is a weapon from the Napoleonic period that the British specifically used in order to be able to try to clear enemy vessels of men before it is that, hand-to-hand combat could potentially be engaged in. Now, a number of you may take note in comparison to that Polish weapon that was just showed here, like, oh, this thing has 7 barrels. Well, the Polish variant here appears to have 9. That seems to be less, yes. But they also went and made a 14-barrel variant. This is a real thing. Now, for those of you wondering exactly how this would work, I want you to imagine a musket, like an oversized one, that you would have a guy, typically your biggest, strongest person that could actually carry a weapon, who would then hold this thing and try to fire down into the enemy vessel as boarding actions were prepared to happen. Because when you are firing this thing and 7 to 14 rounds go off at the same time, you can actually use this to clear an enemy vessel of a gangway before it is that you actually enter onto the opposing vessel. Sounds awesome, right? And yes, it technically is, but also the kickback from such a weapon was so bad, the recoil so strong, that it had a record of constantly breaking the shoulder of whoever fired it. And as a result, over the course of the Napoleonic Wars, officers just didn't really want to use the weapon, even though a bunch were purchased, because, it would break my men, and simultaneously, there was a chance that the sparks from it could also set the rigging on fire, and they didn't want to do that on a ship.